Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Team Fortress TV. My name is Console. Joining me is Ro and Looster 200 on camera. And tonight we're going to be bringing you coverage of Ascent Esports versus Feint Gaming in Week 2. So, Ro, what are you thinking about this match so far?
I'm getting a warm feeling in my heart, more or less. I guess that's the place it is. Maybe it's just gas. But I'm seeing all these names I recognize. We got the return of Kozin, as well as some other household names like Ash from his glory days in Freya Tech. I don't want to say glory days. He's had many glory days, but that was his most recent glory days, playing with Freya Tech, I think 2 years ago, 2.5 years. We also got Alec. I'm just quickly going through these rosters, just very casually. This is the Ascent roster if you haven't caught on yet, with Showstopper as well as Marmaduke Grills, and the last one to join, which is going to be Yite, still connecting. But that's the Ascent roster, the 20B leave, the believers out there. Or actually, I got it backwards. That's Yite is on Feint. I meant to say Guy on demo for Ascent.
Yeah, so actually running down the other side, as you said, we do have Yite on Soldier along with Deathy, and then we've got Sandblast and Phelps, Happy Cool name on Scout, and then they have Zaylor on Demo and Bear on Medic. So this is a team I've actually been really excited to see play. I haven't gotten to see much out of them yet. I believe week 1 they played against Freya Black, and they got 5-1 on Sunshine, so it was a little bit unfortunate for them. But I'm thinking against Ascent. Ascent have not looked very strong this season, coming as sort of, their comeback season. They just barely edged out Omni 5 last week, or nay, not even last week, last match, 5-4. And then yesterday they got blown out by Swift NA, so I'm hoping that they can really put up a fight here. I'm hoping to see some more, especially out of the scouts, Alec and Ash. Seeing as they have been out of the scene so long, seeing them really grind down and get back into their old form, 2015, 2016 would be really nice.
Right. It's interesting that you mentioned that. I was just thinking to myself, some of these returning players, like Deathy, seeing his first invite preview since I can't even remember, but it's been like a hot minute, right? And like the same goes for Ash, Alec. When I look at all the other names, they're like, oh yeah, these guys are good. They're gonna be doing just fine against one another. They're kind of neck and neck even here. But I feel like those delayed years, those that break, may or may not have an impact on whether or not Deathy will make an impact for Feint to edge it one way or the other. Same goes for Alec and Ash. So I'm kind of on the fence there overall on who's going to tip the scales, as it were.
Yeah, definitely. The one thing that comes to mind when you bring that up is I haven't seen. I know Guy has been playing a lot more Soldier recently, and actually he was originally lined up to play Soldier on this roster, but I guess Dulatna did not have the same interest as the rest of the team to join, so he was moved to demo. And the last time I remember seeing Guy on demo was back when bird noises existed. For those of you who remember all the way back to season 22, season 23, bird noises with Vandevol, Corsa. So that's the last time I remember seeing play demo. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing him back on the demo class, but seeing, same thing. He hasn't played this class in a while on a team, seeing how he performs. You got any predictions for us?
Man, I think about all the action that Guy has brought in the last season alone, but that was on Soldier. And like I just constantly think about it. I'm like, man, I really got to root for Guy here. But when I think back to his what I would consider his forte, the demo class, I'm in the same boat. I'm like, oh man, Guy, you gotta love him, man. Pull out that sign, whip it out, hit people in the face, like sign guy. That's all I can think of. So I gotta give it to the 20B guys. I think overall they have the tools they need to edge it out. I'm gonna call it a 5-2.
All right. Honestly, I'm feeling the other way. I think that. Oops, excuse me.
You have been excused, console.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. But I'm thinking that the way that I've seen a lot of these players coming up, like Sandblast has been pretty crazy on Scout. I know he's subbed for Ascent in playoffs more than a few times in the past couple of seasons. I know that Bear has made some playoffs runs on Medic and has a pretty solid head on his shoulders. I think just player for player, as far as the way things have been looking the past couple of seasons and so far this season, I think Feint will have a problem edging this out. I think it'll go Feint 5-1.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're actually going live. Players have picked their side. It's going to be Feint Gaming on blue versus Ascent on red. Console, walk us through this first mid. Who's going to be the playmaker? I'm just kidding. I can't let you take it. I got to look at this first one because I'm a demo man guy, and I see Psy getting there just about the same time as Campy. Gonna throw them some spam pipes, catching Happy Cool. He's gonna get arrowed on the descent, but Bear taking a lot of damage there too as well. Gonna make it very hard for them to make it this escape. Bear desperately trying to make that cross. Deathy already getting taken down by Showstopper right out the gate. Marmaduke Girls waiting patiently for a jump, not gonna get it in. Kozin gonna be connecting an arrow against meek Sandblast, and then the Marmaduke Girls reverse drop down, cleans up a couple. Showstopper cutting off the last escape route. Oh, nice air shot coming out against Campy. Oh, it's so close. Showstopper desperate to get it there, but Psy Guy takes no prisoners, makes his way around the bend, and pulls off a nice pipe to end it. A very late death for the demo man of Feint Gaming. Looking at things here, Ascent are closing in on this lobby. They've got the Uber to work with, of course, but with that late death from Bear as well, coming up from the Marmaduke reverse drop down. No Uber to speak of, goes without saying. But they do have a sentry up into a nice corner position. Gonna hope to try and catch some airborne players here, and we'll see this push right away.
Yeah, so we do see them starting to walk into this area. Actually, I'm getting a little bit of lag with my STV, so it's a little bit unclear as to what's going on. Looks like they still haven't walked in quite yet. We're going to be going in here now with Psy and the Scout, walking to the sentry. They're going to try and start spamming it down. Doesn't seem to be working out so far. They finally get it down, and I can't quite tell what's going on.
Yeah, you're so far behind that the next minute has already started. I don't know what your STV lag issue is, but Marmaduke Grills already cutting across, getting close to the underneath. Initiation from Yite is going to pull some attention, but Deathy once again getting taken out by Showstopper, immediately retaliated by Yite, who's working his way up that banana, trying to cut off some players here. Arrows are flying from Bear, not connecting anything, but the rest of Feint have closed the gap, keeping up the aggression, and Sandblast going to pick up Kozin on the rebound there. Psy Guy, though, not going to be giving up here quite yet. Marmaduke Girls also at a reasonable amount of health, going to have to back out rather than commit to some kind of last-ditch effort. They're going to be posting up on top of the battlements while Feint are closing in on the garage, but Marmaduke Girls goes a little bit too high, does wrap around, but won't be able to connect any damage whatsoever, really. Already getting healed off, already dead, and Ascent committing to a last hold now. Right away, the Uber gets forced from lower main, but the second hasn't even been capped yet. Felt just blocking it down right now. Psy Guy still waiting underneath water. Gonna be posting up into the face of Sandblast. Gonna get two easy stickies onto that. Deathy following up with some Cow Mangler action. Gonna be picking up a frag of his own against Marmaduke Girls. Psy Guy desperate to get onto the point. He does hit the sticky, but the bomb from Deathy knocks him out of the point. And a quick retaliation round from Feint Gaming is gonna bring this to a 1-1. Lots of action here tonight. This is ESEA invite. Good stuff between Feint and 20B. 2 rounds done within 4 minutes. An early sticky is going to be doing a lot of damage to Kozin right now, who's very weak. Going to quickly make his way to the pack, but there is no pack to grab. Finally, it does respawn, but he's cut off once again, and Yite is going to be putting out some good damage. Going to get cleaned up here by Ash, though. And now the retaliation bomb comes in. Showstopper getting into the face of Sandblast, going to immediately get taken down there by his own rocket, even. Zayler, though, bottomed out on the bottom of this mid, trying to keep some spam pressure up. Thankfully, Kozin was not pressured any further. Ascent are going to be making their escape over to the battlements onto the second point here. Fink Gaming rotating over to the big door here, getting ready for a push, but they're not quite at Uber yet. Could be worrying about a respawning showstopper here, as well as Marmaduke Grills, who are making their way to the battlements. Kozin has dropped down, trying to commit to maybe locking them out in the garage, but reluctantly, Fink Gaming have backed off. It's even Uber's console. I see you have relaunched TF2. What's the sitch?
So I believe that the problem might be casting essentials, so I should be getting in.
While that's going underway, we do see Phelps has snuck his way up to the battlements here. I do believe they know his whereabouts, more or less. He's keeping an eye out, but yeah, they're ready to lock in on it now. Alec calling it out, showstopper chasing out in the river. We do see rotation coming out from Fink Gaming. They want to push in through the choke while they have Phelps behind. Sandblast trying to clear the way. Deathy going immediately in for a bomb. Going to get some good airtime there. Throw in some extra spam rockets. Why? Kozin, he's so weak. A chip shot would take him down. Man, Ascent doing a great job of closing down on that Deathy kill finally, as well as Phelps. So with 2 down, they are going to start making their way for a push here. Ascent are making their way through the choke right away. Uber gets forced off. Bear, not even remotely needing to pop here. Gonna finally pull one out here, as we do see a desperate attempt from Ash to roam around this midpoint as the scout, while the rest of the faint Uber takes down Kozin as well as Showstopper, but Alec getting the better exchange of this post Uber. Gonna keep Yite in air. Finally takes him down here. Deathy trying to get into the spray here. Does manage to connect a rocket onto Alec. Ash also got cleaned up here by Happy Cool. The cap is going in favor of Fink Gaming, but not before Marmaduke Girls throws some extra rockets onto the point here. Phelps going to be cleaning house with one last pistol shot to secure the point, and Ascent posted up on their last. Bear just now spawning. Ubers are relatively even. Zaylor, though, not going to be respawning, so definitely no tricksy stuff going on here. Fane is just posting up on the second point, while Ascent getting ready for a hold.
What's Bear's Uber charge right now? Very odd question.
Even 36 or 63. I'm dyslexic.
Okay, I might have to get another caster in here, as I seem to have issues with specifically STB that aren't going to work, so...
Well, I leave that to you as we keep an eye on the action at hand. We do see Sandblast trying to throw some pistol shots over onto the sentry, but it's all for naught. Alec is keeping it posted. Phelps on the spy was caught out, did take a little bit of damage on his entry. Gonna get called out here. They are very aware of it. Kozin keeping his eyes on a swivel. Not gonna be allowing himself to fall to the hands of a spy today. Does finally get cleaned up here. No more spy shenanigans, but the gun did get taken down here from some nice spam coming out from Campy. A quick bomb from Marmaduke Girls is trying to get up top. Not going to be able to pull anything together here. Desi going to get that frag, and that's going to open up a door for potentially a bomb, a sack, something going in. But no, they're waiting for their respawn, who just now spawned. Phelps bringing up the sniper. We're trying to pull some angles out here in a bit. Meanwhile, Feint keeping a lot of aggression over here on the river. Sandblast not afraid to tank the heal beam and get some pressure up. Deathy going straight for the point here, was able to connect onto some action here with Marmaduke Girls. 1-for-1 exchange, and I do believe I'm being joined by Boxcar. Hello.
Hi. I'm
Hello, Boxcar.
have to launch the video game. Give me 1 minute.
We will wait for that very shortly now. Feint Gaming, though, getting posted up in the river. Definitely ready to make a move here. Bear trying to get some heals out here. Phelps also trying to sneak his way underneath, getting into a 1v1 with Marmaduke Grills. Gonna get chased out there, and it's going back to a reset, so this is a great time to formally introduce Boxcar. How you feeling?
I'm okay. How's the match going? I just tuned in. I just finished scrims.
3 minutes? We're already on the third round. Well, this round is taking a while, but the first 2 rounds took 1.5 minutes each.
1-to-1, I'm seeing. Campy's from the stats. Campy's going insane right now. He's like 600 DPM.
Yeah, really throwing out the deeps. Sandblast also going deep right now, getting forced with the counter pop coming out from Ascent. Trying to make something happen here. And just kind of a neutral exchange. They got into their faces. Sandblast got a kill, and then everyone backed off. But number advantage more or less in the hands of Feint. Don't know if they're going to be able to push off of it, especially because Marmaduke Girls has just now respawned, but they are trying to send some players underneath. Sandblast gunning for the point right away. A follow-up off from Yai's trying to pull out some players, but it was a little bit too premature, and now they've lost 2 to the exchange, only picking up Ash in the process. They're going to be making a treat here.
I'll be connecting momentarily.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Ascent trying to make their way into the lobby. Not quite confident in it though. They decided to back off here. Sandblast respawning on that sniper, so we'll see if this will net any successful kills here, as he's immediately charging up a shot from lower, and I think it's going to pick up Sagai immediately. Oh, nope. The opposite happened. Sagai immediately shutting down Sandblast's sniping shenanigans. Good aggression from Happy Cool, aka Phelps, taking down Marmaduke Grills, who's once again trying to break some of this tension here. Getting very aggressive in the river. He knows how to maneuver his way, using those rocket jumps and all that, but he's not quite netting any good results. He's not meeting up with the medic, not finding a demo out of position. He's just not finding the opportunity he needs. Sandblast now charging up a shot, might be able to connect now, this time on some unsuspecting player peeking that sideline, but he does rotate off. Gonna be trying to take a quick shot from the river. He immediately goes on top of the awning, tries to take a shot, does not connect. Oh!
Sandblast just isn't Stark. I've arrived, if you couldn't tell.
Not quite.
Phelps can pick on their showstopper as just simple countersec, you know, classic Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
What's
That's the ebb and flow of the game. You know,
yeah.
I kill you, you kill me, and eventually one of us will get a better kill, right?
Yeah. Potentially. I don't know. From the looks of this like is a potential round reset at this point.
Oh yeah.
4 minutes remaining in this half, and Alex got the sentry gun. He's got the 7th player in the server.
Bring our total. Ooh, they're trying to do a counter English strat with from Deathy, trying to disable the gun, but they got it coordinated in such a way that they don't use their Uber. I don't see how this would ultimately work out. I mean, the best case scenario would be what after you've, disabled the sentry gun.
Yeah,
it's like what do they do? It's disabled. Yeah, they're spamming it. Nothing happened. It's a waste of time, I think.
I think they need to find a way where Campy can comfortably sit on balcony, and while Deathy charges that shot. Ooh, nice. The double sack coming up. Oh, the double sack coming out of the blue soldier, and Marmaduke Girls dies for it at the hands of one of the Feint gaming scout. So looks, that's actually a full exchange. But let's see. Will Yite come up on sniper? Former oh no, they're taking an even Uber exchange.
Ooh, and that's the very good exchange right there. Picking up Zaylor means that they can start making their way out into the open, into the blue yonder, I guess you could call it, because that is where they're working into blue territory. Taking down Marmaduke's Grills, though.
Phelps wins the game here.
Oh no!
Phelps got in through Baby Door and hid in the easiest hiding spot in the world, and just nobody left Baby Door on the Ascent team. So Phelps wins the video game. Phelps best scout and invite.
Yeah, following the heed of what I would believe is Sandblast. I'm very familiar with Sandblast's backcap shenanigans. He knows how to work it. For that. Fan Gaming now immediately commanding mid, taking down Sagai right away, and Marmaduke Girls doesn't even get any ground to work with. Showstopper also going to fall to the hands of Sandblast, who's now making his way through the big door here. Ascent is nowhere to be found. They are quickly making the retreat, and Fan Gaming are closing in on this free second point. The sentry immediately goes up from Alec. Defense on Ascent. Will it last before the aggression comes out? They don't even have Uber yet. This has been a quick shotgun round, really.
How many hours do you think Alec has on engineer?
I want to say it's no less than 3 digits.
Do you think he'll have... How many hours do you think he'll gain from playing this match on engineer?
I think less than 3 digits.
I'd hope he gains less than 3 digits.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have another return of Season 15, where right away can't be just constantly dishing out the spam pipes.
Oh, Sandblast sneak in? Oh no, that's Phelps. They're wearing the same cosmetic.
Oh, Deathy.
Ooh,
Good
excellent
damage.
surf out of Kozin. Surfing like from the shutter all the way back into his spawn off one rocket.
Yeah, and Ascent quickly closing up the gap between them and the second point. They're throwing out some LOLs in the chat.
LOL.
Campy gonna be grabbing the stickies onto the Antsy Ash. Just can't quite seem to find his footing.
That's a cute nickname.
Antsy Ash. Here it comes right away. Immediately popping through the shutter is going to be Sandblast going right into the face of Kozin. Gonna knock him a quick one into the corner, but the counter pop comes out quickly. Showstopper gonna get juggled here as he disconnects for just a moment, and Sandblast immediately on the return comes right back in, dips right back underneath, trying to navigate his way around this last point.
Oh my God.
Time on point comes out from Phelps, who worked his way from water. Not gonna be lasting very long. Yite also pushing forward, gonna get caught up here by Ash, who's on the hunt. He's got the pistol ready. Marmaduke Girl is gonna be taking down Deathy from beneath, and it looks like Feint are just posting themselves up by this battlements near the choke.
Feint are Feint don't like the slow TF2 game, and these older fellas on Ascent, I feel like they're more used to it. Feint's, I know how Sandblast calls and stuff, and he's like very antsy. He wants to get shit done. Oh, I said the bad word.
It's okay. We accept swears when it's invite, you know. This is a safe place. We can say what we want without reprisal. That's how competitive esports is, you know.
And just like that, I'm banned from TF2.
Meanwhile, Yite pulling a quick one, trying to make his way in, does manage to get a ton of damage into Kozin here, but it won't be enough. You got to get that last shot in if you want to get the force or the drop. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I wonder if Yite will, it's a fairly good sniper. I wonder if he'll spawn on that class, looking like he's not going to do that. Just stay on the roamer.
Yeah, we'll see if he can. He's been maintaining the Yite on Soldier has been around for quite a while. The past few seasons, it's been weird as he takes down the airborne Marmaduke Girls. Try to get some connection through the big door, but it did not last. Yite taking it down there. Yeah, I think it's been on Soldier for quite a while now. It's thrown me off. I'm so used to the Scout.
Every season, Yite plays Circa, plays a different class. 2 seasons ago in Swift, he played Demo. Then after that, he played Scout for Ascent. Now he's playing Roamer. Phelps is on Sniper right now, looking to get an ankle in Big Door, catch off an unsuspecting Scout versus Roamer.
Yeah, the shot is lining up. So many players ready to go down. Woo! Does not connect with the first shot, but that's okay. You've got plenty of opportunities, especially if they're going to give you this ground.
Yeah. The Ascent players are fearless. They're giving him like really slight, like 1 frame of peeking him. They're testing Phelps' ability. Like that. Oh, it's a
very quick
headshot.
shot onto Marm. Gonna get followed up with some quick damage from Yite, who peeks around the corner. Does not connect any extra rockets. Gonna get a little aggressive here though. Really wants to commit to it, but Phelps is not quite at the angle he needs to be. Oh, so close. Oh, and there it is. A little bit over aggressive. It's a showstopper trying to initiate here. It's going to call for an Uber exchange right away. Marmaduke Girl's taking a little bit of damage here. Going to exchange with Kozin quickly following behind. Feint, though, going to be abandoning Yite inside the lobby. But will he get the better of Marm?
Phelps headshot ringing out onto Kozin, hoping to make this fight go more decisively for his team. And it looks like it will. Sandblast trading for Alec and Yite picking up Side Guy. I'm gonna leave Phelps the cap, and I'm hoping that the four Feint players that are going to fight. Oh my god, Showstopper hit an incredible rocket onto the Deathy, I think it was.
Another incredible rocket just above the point here. Great defense from Ascent here. They're not going to just roll over and give up this round. They are ready to fight for their right to cap second, and that they will.
I was actually, when they were about to push, I was in the middle of saying I really hope the 4 fighting Feint players don't use the 2 soldiers, but it seems they did.
Very strong core coming out here from Ascent. We've got names like Marmaduke Grills, seasoned veteran, and Showstopper definitely making some waves here in Invite since his debut. You're going to see some action here on these last ults. Yite and Feint are pushing very aggressively right now. They're going to lose Deathy over on the flank, but they are going to be able to pick up a couple of kills of their own. Exchanges going left and right on the point, but Feint have secured the start of the capture, and Ascent do not have the numbers to contest. They are going to be pulling back, very comfortable with holding once again.
Alex on his favorite class. They had a little bit of a number advantage for a little bit, but Alec secured his missing player with a sentry gun, so it seems like just gonna be the thing I love most about Team Fortress 2. Stalemates.
Oh yeah, it's the goalie wash special, you know. It's what we came to see.
This is what I paid my money for.
Right. What would you pay to see Feint pull out a banner here?
Nothing. This game's free to play.
That's very insightful, and I appreciate your candor. Right
Gotcha.
now, the spam coming out really strong. Ooh! That was so fast. The players just sent in such a quick array of action there, trying to get Happy Cool and Deathy right into the face of Kozin. Did get the force off. He didn't even take any damage. He took like a tiny bit, and he just got spooked by all the fast players.
Yeah, Phelps, I saw Phelps walk through Shutter and insta get piped, and then like Kozin still forced that. It was quite humorous, but now yeah, looks like Feint does have the full Uber advantage. Maybe they'll push with it. Wouldn't be surprised if they didn't at this point.
Right? I think that would be a mistake if they had 100% Uber against the
Here they come.
not Uber. Right away, the Sandblast chases down Guy inside of the sneaky secret, and then they send the scouts to the cap, and that is the textbook breakdown. Kill the demo, stack the point.
Yeah, sent Sandblast in as like they used the Uber as like a bit of a distraction for Phelps, who walked up through water and just got free cap time.
Boxcar, do you have the stats up? I'll keep an eye on the because they might re-ready up. If you go to the match page, we should get a quick breakdown. You mentioned earlier Candy was sitting on a 600 DPM. Great, that was only after 3 minutes, so kind of skewed.
It's gone down a little bit. 299.1, almost there, almost at the 300.
Yeah, actually at exactly 300.
Wow, that's exactly 300. Any notable players? Any big fraggers? Nah. Everybody seems to have roughly the same stats.
Very bizarre.
Yeah, around
I just think it was an even match.
Yeah. What?
An invite?
Around 10 to 12 kills per player. With Phelps and Guy both having single digits. I'm playing.
I'm also noticing exactly the same number of Ubers. Damage is 200 apiece, 250. It's actually 248. I did the math very slowly. 248 damage between them. That's the differential. And 1 frag apiece. 1 frag difference on the team stats.
And it also appears that both scouts have sub 200 DPM. Or both teams have a scout with sub 200 DPM.
You know, one thing I've contemplated over it only occurred to me within the last few months is
Lay it on me.
DPMs in TF2 are very indicative of batting averages in baseball.
I only watch basketball. Explain.
So like, you know, like are you familiar with like that system where it's like batting 200, batting like that? Like the DPMs, they like match up with like skill, you know? Like your below average baseball players are going to have below 200 batting average. And your really amazing batting average people are going to break 300 even. And those are the DPMs we tend to see in our strongest players.
So chat, what you should take away from this match is Phelps and Alec are subpar scouts. And with that, the second half is live.
Yeah, don't take that as fact. It's a working theory. You know, baseball batting averages in TF2 DPMs. But right now, Feint Gaming immediately taking a ton of damage up the drop down, or excuse me, the garage door. Yite kind of disconnected from the rest of the Feint crew, but they're still grabbing all the frags they need. Deathy though going down, meaning there's one less soldier to work in here while Yite's waiting desperately for an arrow. Finally disconnected, and they managed to scare Ascent just enough to push them out. But Feint Gaming are not letting up. They're pushing immediately into the big door and trying to cut off any chance of Side Guy holding this down. He's going to have to retreat here, and Ascent are putting themselves in a precarious position on top of this point. The Capcom is going underway, and Alec going down is going to make this even harder. Kozin is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Does call for the team to back out. Finally, we do see some stabilizing in Ascent's foundation.
So, no.
So we're once again in our favorite position.
Yeah,
Boxcar.
this has been happening. I'm noticing a trend.
And that trend is even Ubers on last. Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, what happened? Oh,
Sandblast was standing in the window, just pondering life. Meanwhile, Phelps and Deathy are not relenting on this aggression here. They are going to pick up Showstopper here, but Sandblast getting caught out here on the tail end of this two-man sack. Now turned into a three-man sack. I don't think Campy is going to be able to defend this lobby all by his lonesome.
I wouldn't put it
no
past
scouts
him.
to work with. It's going to be a quick repush from Ascent.
Oh, looks like Bear dropped everybody on that Uber, so now I doubt Deathy will be able to get anything done with this. Maybe he'll be able to jump in and do some damage to Kozin, but appears like he isn't. Phelps is up on Spy. Feint is down 2 players. What's going on? Wait, is Phelps doing it? Phelps is doing the thing. Oh, he almost did the thing. But looks, since Phelps was unable to do the thing, looks like Ascent has like 70% Uber advantage, pushing into Feint Gaming's second point. And here they come.
Quick air shot rings out from Yite. Gonna connect with Marmaduke. Follow up from Deathy here, trying to make something happen. Doesn't make the escape. Showstopper secures that frag. Ash gonna get taken down here, unfortunately for Ascent. But they do pick up Yite in the process, so no soldiers on the side of Feint. This is a gully washed, last pushing dream. You want to be working against there are no soldiers before they get the Uber, but the Uber will be ready in the hand of Feint.
Unfortunate for the Ascent gamers. Only losing Alec and Marmaduke Grills, I take back. I was gonna say this isn't so bad if they lose Alec, but losing 2 even Ubers, holding second, that's a suboptimal.
Unfortunate there, but that's what happens when you're sitting on a 60 advantage and you take your time.
Yeah.
I will say, Feint Gaming though, looking like they could potentially. No, never mind. I thought I was getting really excited, but their Uber advantage is not quite what it could have been. It wasn't an advantage. They're 20 behind even.
Yeah, Ascent are coming up on it. They might want to act fast on this Uber. And yeah, get a pick onto Deathy and Big Door, sending 3 players to Big Door. I would hope. They let Bear get his Uber though. They didn't operate off their 30 Uber ad. So now they're just taking heels Big Door, trying to take the fight there. They actually did manage to get a soldier behind Ascent, Marmaduke Grills, and he loses the 1v1 to Yite. Unfortunate.
You hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're gonna be seeing some counter aggression coming out from Feint crew. They are getting into position here, trying to maybe leave something in. They've got Yite taking a lot of heals, peeking around that corner, but they aren't gonna be able to get anything else out of it. Kind of gets juggled out of the fray. Sandblast definitely overstepping his bounds here. I don't know what he was expecting there.
He's
Very
mad
good
about that one.
initiation there from Ascent.
Marmaduke Girls is up on Sniper in the big door area. Taking a lot of damage though. Yeah, I don't know what happened yet. He just deceased.
Yeah, finished off. It's no longer existing.
Yeah. Sandblast up on the scout class, opting not to off class. And
Very surprising.
taking the Uber exchange and having like Kozin just had the best milk of all time, dude. Like Bear was at like 70 to 50% before Kozin managed to use, but Ascent still lose that trade, losing both of their scouts and now their pocket soldier, and they have a sniper. And Feint only lost their flank scout.
Very good trade for retaking your second and pushing it to mid for free.
Maybe Marmaduke will be able to salvage right here. Nah, he doesn't hit those. He's got that old man reaction time. Going back in the spawn, swapping on soldier.
Yeah, he's like an old dog, you know? Ascent now, being prepped for this hold. It's even Ubers though, so I don't expect anyone to take the initiative here. Feint definitely want to obviously secure their victory. They're trying to clear some way over here on the big door. Very common place for players to catch out someone out of position here. Deathy has frequently been dying in the flanks, I've noticed in the last few exchanges. Hopefully we won't see a repeat of that here.
Yeah, Deathy has been playing on the flank a lot. I wonder if like did Ascent or Feint switch their roles around? Maybe? Because I know Yite was supposed to be playing roamer on this team. And speaking of Deathy, he goes in for the sack, gets like 50 damage off from Kozin. Kozin's better than that, he doesn't force to that. Now they're taking their heals big door, 4 people on big door, gonna try and take a fight, maybe get a pick on a scout who's a little too aggressive. Marmaduke Girls jumps in, die, classic.
If you're not dying, you're not trying.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be seeing maybe some more aggression. Deathy getting posted up for a die and try and attempt. The Uber gets exchanged actually right off the bat. Sandblast desperate to get some
oh my god,
here.
Kozin is back, baby. He milked that whole Uber. He dropped 2 players though. Maybe it's not all the way back.
Milk the Uber, drop your teammates. Kind of counterintuitive.
Feint also lost 2 people in that fight, so it's not the end of the world. Feint losing another player, Yite, as well. And looks like they're just going to back out through their choke. Even Ubers. Ascent does have player advantage. But Campy's playing pretty aggressively here. Yeah, soldiers in through drop down. Might be able to get that pick onto him.
Oh, and the spam coming out against Kozin. He's desperate to get out here, and Sandblast smells the red meat of the nearly dead Kozin. Deathy following up closely too. The good double soldier bomb is going to clear out this second point. Feint Gaming securing this second point with some nice bullying.
Kozin's actually on the blue team.
Yeah, yes.
Not the red meat. It'd be the blue meat.
But,
oh, speaking of red, the Uber comes in. They're gonna take the even Uber exchange. Alec taking the exchange on Pyro and just completely denying Campy's attempts at doing any damage there, reflecting everything.
Yite doing a very happy little dance there. Actually, Phelps was able to follow up and take down Ash with an incredible meat shot and then a fadeaway shot. That's actually going to open the door for the rest of Feint to kind of commit to this, but they're just going to end up losing Sandblast to a nice 2-shot from Alec. Oh! That's what I like to see. Yes!
Campy's the best of him in the game. Yeah, he did the thing where he traps off the point and the scout walks on it.
Oh man, that felt so good, dude. You gotta go to your roots. That's the staple of TF2 capping last.
Mm-hmm.
Going into this next mid.
Potentially the last mid of the game.
Potentially. This is a match point for Feint, but they will pick up a very crucial frag. That is Kozin going down, and then just all the scouts dancing around the point, defending their medic. Side guy, the only player to stay alive, gonna be throwing up some traps here in the lobby before working his way back to last. Feint looking to secure their victory here.
The control point is being captured.
Big 80% Uber advantage now coming out of Fink Gaming Baradactyl. No engineer shenanigans coming out of the blue team, instead opting for a heavy and a pyro. No scouts holding last, that's usually not a good idea. 60%, oh! Blue team's on the crit spree right now, but they're not gonna have it in time. They didn't have a scout to like Boston Basher build that Uber, so... But Feint is losing 3 people in this last push. Make that 4 Deathies of getting rolled by the heavy. Deathy's still alive somehow. He finally dies after a couple extra seconds. Playing the spawn. Oh, they're doing it. Ah, Campy almost made the play of the season. If he had the pain train. Phelps up on Spy right now. Blue crits coming out on the side guy, getting Bear and Sandblast instantly. Stopping the soldiers trying to get the back cap as well. Deathy trying to stop point, but unable to do so. Blue team essentially wiped for, or red team, I'm sorry, essentially wiped for that. And looks like they're gonna be stacking mid, trying to nab these soldiers and take the next crits fight. As they do have pretty large Uber advantage. It's almost 60% to Kozin to only like 30% to Bear. And that crits builds faster.
This crits is gonna make an impact here on this next push. Definitely gonna be one of the more interesting ways to break the defense of Fang Gaming here on the second point here. Marty Girls trying to initiate with some aggression. The bombing is a distraction play for the crits, but it's not going to work out. They're going to be just farming the players who tried to stack this point.
Crits comes out.
Point. The crits do finally initiate here, but the players aren't quite connecting the shots. Finally, one more player goes down. Marty Girls, though, securing a very important kill there.
Yeah, Bear was on like 85% Uber, so a couple extra seconds and potentially was a GG for Ascent Esports, but they're still in it. Bear just spawning now. Kozin 30% crits. Sandblast on the engineer. Crits on effect sentry gun. So maybe this will be their key to holding last.
So we're gonna be playing a fun little game, Boxcar. It's called Duck Hunt, I guess. You know, it's where you have the crit stickies.
Yeah.
And you look for the player to shoot. In this case, a bear. So I guess not duck hunt, but bear hunt. And you try and get them in your sight line, and you hit them with the critical hit.
All right, I'm into it. Oh, Saga.
They've already spammed out the gun, so this is like lining up to be the best crits into last of their life.
There it goes. Oh, missed the first sticky.
Snickering dog.
Sai needs to play more Nintendo games. Oh god. This is actually still going in the face. Oh, Caster's curse, just as I was saying. Bear gets his Uber and 5 Ascent players die. Only Kozin alive, making it out Baby Door, potentially living. If that's definitely a positive. Kozin's hiding an elbow right now. Simply the smartest player in the server. Oh my god, he's so good.
Very close there. What happened was Marmaduke Grills was about to secure a ton of frags, but he landed on the stickies instead. One rocket literally would have killed 4 players if he aimed it just a little bit better. Every single player was in the 50 health range.
He should just play better. He should have hit that rocket instead of missing it. Both teams both teams are actually at like the exact same Uber percentage, and it's weird because Kozin is on Kozin's on crit spree. Ascent might think they have Uber advantage here and get a little too aggressive, but it's actually Feint who uses the Uber first, as crits are Uber's more effective than crits in an even situation. Blue crits coming out. Oh my god, snipes Campy all the way across the point.
Welcome to Camp Hunt. You got your main sniper here, Guy. Aptly named the Snipe Guy, as he connects an insane pipe on the dancing.
Oh my god!
That was an alley-oop to end all alley-oops.
He's
but now
back.
Goes in, desperate to stay alive here, can't surf every rocket, and Deathy will pick up another kill on his streak through this mid.
Alex back up on that engineer class. Things were looking so good for Ascent. Ascent, oops. Let's see if maybe they can salvage this one. Alex resilient the little blue sentry that could is up on the red side. It's slowly becoming larger. Don't take that out of context. Again, no scouts up for the blue team.
Who needs
Well, I don't know. It's only 30% Uber charge.
This is true. Definitely some inefficient building coming out.
Yeah.
Showstopper. He's not even wearing a shotgun.
Oh,
What's
the
point?
red Uber comes in. Their gun goes down. Alex switched off engineer. Need to get on the point. Phelps got so much cap time for free there, and that's the game.
Yeah.
5-1. Faint Gaming.
I was very close on my prediction. I called it a 5-2, but
It was almost a 5-2, but Marmaduke Girls just need to hit rockets.
right, that would have been it. That would have been so amazing too.
You should demo review that one. Well, bro.
Looking at the stats here, we gotta break this down. I mean, we saw the game, so we know that Ascent weren't quite on top of things every mid. There was a lot of mids they failed.
Yeah, this is the most important part of TF2. Looking at stats.
I thought the most important of TF2 was retroactively shit talking all the players for the mistakes they made.
That's the most important part of casting TF2.
Oh, okay.
Most important part of playing TF2 is having good stats.
This is also true. SS is the first thing anyone types after a game.
Who uses
They don't say
Swizzlers
GG,
over
they say
logs?
SS.
It's logs. Anyway, yay, big damage. Going negative though, but 312 DPM. I believe he. Oh no, Saigai hit 316. 20 and 9. High.
Shout out
Most
to all you
damage
Bible
in the
thumpers
server.
out there.
Shout out
316.
to all the Bible thumpers.
But really insane. What's insane is you look at that stat line from Saigai alone, 20 and 9, and you hear 5-1. You're like, oh yeah, man, Ascent came to pound, and then we tell you, no, you're wrong. It's 1-5. Saigai did the most for his team. Look at that stat line, dude. It's so fat. And
Ash, the only scout in the
5-1.
server, breaking 200 DPM.
Kudos. He's definitely cut out for the major leagues in
Yeah.
baseball. But Alec though, oof. Yeah, they just have him for his pitching or something, I guess.
Phelps is the catcher.
Yeah, not seeing a lot of other outliers for these stats. Sandblast definitely pulling out the big frag numbers, 23, but his teammates weren't that far behind. Zaylor as well as Yite pulling in the 21 apiece. Oh man, I look at Campy's kill deaths and I just get goosebumps.
Oh,
3-1. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see 2-1, like Saigai. He pulled a 2-1, but 3-1.
Campy's alright at the video game, to say the least.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you can use those foundational demo man strats where you put stickies in front of the point and let your scouts cap them and then get 3 kills. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's
He's
got
been
it on
around the
lock.
block,
Yeah. Well,
Phelps with the big 19 capture points. What would you do
that's
without Phelps?
the most important stat, I think. This is the key here.
ESEA doesn't track the true most important stats. Air shots.
This is very true.
So
We saw a great showing from Showstopper.
yeah, so Show won the game.
Yeah, we think Showstopper definitely took the crown there. And that's why they call him the king.
With a 1.
So I think that does it for the stats breakdown.
I
It's
believe so.
It started off so promising, with the 1-1, 4 minutes in, but then it quickly deteriorated into. I shouldn't
Once
say
I showed up.
deteriorated. Yeah. So that definitely came to play, but Ascent couldn't hold on. I think Gaming took it down, dominated those mids, converted those, failed push attempts, locked out the escaping players, and secured their victory.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just playing TF2.
It's the way the game goes. It's been a good time. It's Gully Wash. This was one of the better Gully Wash matches than throwback to season 15. Gotta love those 0-0s at the half.
I'm a bit of a TF2 infant. I missed that one. Missed that season 15 match.
It was the it's the reference to the quick fix era.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember seeing videos of that.
That was the quick fix match where it went 0-0, and the stalemate that broke it was the Conqueror coming out from Platinum. They used an Uber, came back in with a Conqueror, and took it down 1-0 on what was a very, very long match. So I'm glad we're not in an era of TF2 where Gully Wash is a 0-0. We get 5-1s that were virtually neck and neck, 6 frag differential within 1800 DPM. Not DPM, that's insane. Haven't seen those numbers in my life, not once. I have seen 1000 DPM coming out from Big Ruin, but it was also Highlander, and it was also 1 round.
I've seen
still
1000 come out of Patty. That was against
When's that
an
match?
Open team.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that would explain it.
Yeah, it was in one of the monthly cups or something.
For sure.
Patty was playing Pocket.
But yeah, we're gonna sign off to you folks who have bared with us on the trip down memory lane with all our damage numbers and baseball references. We hope you enjoyed our cast tonight. It's been a pleasure, Boxcar. Thank you for stepping in while Console was predisposed with broken casting essentials. This is a shout out to Console. Stop using casting essentials. Cast like a true hero with vanilla TF2.
Yeah.
It's the only way. There's no errors. It is error free, guaranteed.
Console, if you mess up a cast again, I'll punch you at land.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah. So that's a Console. If you come to Rewind, Boxcar will fight you.
Nah, it's RGB.
Excuse me. I knew it was gonna be RGB, but that's in October. That's close.
Yeah,
That's sooner. I was like, why RGB? That's next year. And I was like, no, wait, I'm an idiot. That's in October, which is a week away.
I've done it once. I'll do it again.
It will happen again. So Console, watch your back.
You're done.
For the rest of you who are catching out this TFTV action, we're going to be keeping it locked down on this exciting invite season. Got a lot of strong teams contending for the top 4 spots. We might even see our first Froyo Tech upset in years. So stay tuned. Check out teamfortress.tv for the schedule. We keep them up to date, posted when we're doing our matches. And we hope to see you then. Boxcar, any final shout outs?
Jesus.
Yes. Lord and Savior. Bible Thump. Shout out to Looster, our camera guy, who's going to be rocking you out with our slow jams to end the night. Thank you and good night.